When thinking about retirement, it was very well planned out. We started this like 5 years ago and figuring out how to make this a smooth transition. And of course, there was criteria that we were looking for in a person to take over, passion being one. In my mind, a lot of tech experience, because that's something I didn't have, and that's where Star needed to go. But we had a really good transition plan already worked out. The transition's been wonderful for me because it's been like a load lightning, and I'll get comments from people that go, "Oh, isn't this so hard for you because this was your baby?" And I'm going, babies are intended to grow up and spread their wings and fly. And that's exactly what Star needs to do, is they need to be separate from me and spread their wings and just go. And I know it will, under the tutelage of Emily and the staff that we have here. So I feel very comfortable with it. Star will be here for hopefully 38 more years plus, and I want to be here to watch it grow.
Coming from a background in digital marketing, I knew I could likely use my experience in that field to make an immediate impact here. I just wasn't exactly sure how on day one, but I knew the team was ready for more online optimization, more digital screens on the property, some new technology to do their jobs faster and better. I had heard many times in nonprofit work that when you're doing the right thing for the right reason, the help that you need often shows up exactly when you need it. And that was the case for us. At our Bridals and Blue Jeans event earlier this year, we had a first-time guest who had been invited by a friend of a friend to attend, and it was her first time at Star. And after hearing our mission and seeing our work, she called me and said, "I think I can help." So we met for coffee, and it turns out she was a professional coach and a modern management expert. And her focus was on helping small teams become more agile and more efficient, to work more collaboratively. And in this very unique year of transition, I thought, that's where we start. So in August, we started working with Marina Alex as our coach, and the tools she's helped introduce into our team have been transformational. To get started, we held a 2-day workshop to really dig into the basics, rallying around our mission and our values, focusing on who we serve and focusing on what our goals need to be. So behind the scenes, we formed a cross-functional team, and we started communicating differently about our days and all the work that needed to get done in 1-week increments. We stripped everything down to the basics, and Post-it notes became our best friend. We noted every task we had on our plates and then prioritized them to ensure they were intentional tasks for meeting our goals. We even brought that methodology into the barn, into the facilities area, so volunteers could benefit from working more efficiently alongside our team as well. And as soon as we did this, communication lines started opening in new ways. We were able to bring in new technology that helped everyone run a little bit faster, but also in the same direction. And we eventually graduated from Post-it note to a digital Kanban project management tool that we now use today as an entire team, which is really cool. We became intentional about sharing stories of gratitude for each other and for the work that we do. We introduced our Snap Cup, and we now share moments of praise for our teammates once a month, and we give snaps for their good work. So if you see our folks snapping and smiling a little bit more, that's why. We also learned through all of this that the team at the Ancient Lore Village in South Knoxville was also implementing these same modern management strategies. So we took a field trip earlier this month to host our team retreat at the village so we could see how they work and how they approach agile team structures in a hospitality environment. An experience that was invaluable as we were all growing as a team in our own way. And watching another team learn and implement the same tools as us, that was fascinating. Just this month, we also launched our first online scheduling tool, Wrangler, which is widely used at therapeutic riding centers across the country, and we're so excited about the enhanced experience that will bring our volunteers and families together, coordinating our schedules in a much more efficient way. I'm also learning something new every day, and I'm still working to absorb all the things that we do in a year here at Star, but I love that hands-on side of it. Throughout the year, I've spent time in all of our roles at volunteer trainings, working in the field on hay baling days to stack the barn, attending visits in the community with our minis, and helping school our horses as part of our equine committee. And the learning never stops here, not just for our participants, but for our internal team as well. And I love that. Change is never easy, and this has certainly been a year of transition for us, but I'm so proud of how our team has come together and how hard they work to serve the mission of what we do. We have lots of new faces on our team this year, and by the end of the year, we'll have 6 new team members that started in 2025. And a big focus behind the scenes this year has been working to introduce all of the new to not only those team members who have been here for years, but also to onboard our new folks to learn our programs and learn new tools alongside all of the team. So figuring out how to work together as a new team is always a challenge, but the first step is understanding personalities and what tools you can use to help those around you be their best selves. And that process certainly takes time, and it may seem a little unique to pair so much technology and digitization with something like a barn and horses. But when you can leverage the power of tech and AI and data in unique ways, the outcomes can be pretty cool. My hope as we move into a new year is that our community, our families and volunteers, and also our internal team will feel the positive effect of becoming more efficient, and that ultimately helps us continue the amazing shaping of Shangri-La.